Hi, my name is Brandee Pember, and today I'd like to share with you my story. I grew up in a small town, Jump River, Wisconsin. It's a very tiny town. My town only had about a population of 40 people, so I literally knew everyone. And growing up, I grew up on a farm, and I did a bunch of odd jobs just because there was really nothing else to do, and that was the only thing that was available. So I pretty much did everything all the jobs that nobody else really wanted to do, which was good for me, but yet not at the same time. I think the most jobs I had at one point while I was in high school was 6 jobs during the summer. So I had a tendency of staying really busy. But then one day, it was funny because I was picking rock in the middle of the field, and I just kind of looked around and I was like, you know what? There's not one person's life I really want here, and I don't really want to be doing this for the rest of my life. So after that, I started thinking about what else could I do to get out of here, because I just didn't want to do it anymore. I love my family, but they didn't show me that they were struggling, but I can tell when we're going through something, and I just didn't want to be stuck in that same situation. So I moved away for college, and I did that for about a year, and I was invited to a friend's house to go visit with a group of other friends. And what I didn't know is that it was actually, they're trying to recruit me. I didn't know any better. I just figured, hey, we're going to go visit with some people, and they showed me this company, which I thought was really cool. Like, they had all these like healthy energy drinks and like a bunch of vitamins and all this cool like protein shakes. Now, I wasn't really into it at that time, but I did like the idea of being more healthy. And when I saw it, I was like, you know, I could probably make some money off of this. Like, it'll be a cool part-time thing while I'm in college. This way, if I'm earning a little extra money from this, I don't have to worry about working while I'm in school, and I could just kind of do a little bit here and there, and it will just kind of work out. So I was really excited. And when they told me the story and a couple of other people's stories of when they first got into MLM, it was really cool to see, because like I started seeing what I was looking for. Like I started seeing, I'm like, I could actually be there. I thought I could get the car. I can move somewhere warmer, which would be great, because if you've ever been up in Wisconsin when it's winter, you would see why I want to go somewhere warmer. So I was really excited to just really go for it. I'm like, I could totally do this. So I got started that night after they showed me. And then they showed me how to get started. I made a list of my friends and family, and I got on the weekly calls. I was at all the events, and then I handed out all the products. I was showing all my friends. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. You really need to see this. And I was showing them the opportunity. I'm like, you guys, this would be cool. Like, we could go do all these things. Like, we could get out of here. I'm like, let's just go. Let's have fun with this. And I started hosting my own events, and I was really rocking. Now, I had a very tiny apartment. Like, most people would tell me that I don't have enough room in my house to have a bunch of people over. I was hosting stuff. I had 15 people in my small studio apartment at one time. So anybody that would tell me that they don't have enough room, I'd show them a picture of my studio apartment. I'm like, I have 15 people in this place, so don't tell me you can't do this. But later I found out that wasn't the smartest idea. I kind of got into a little trouble with that with the lady downstairs. But then after a while, I was in it about 9 months. I was in MLM for about 9 months with my first company, and then later another one for about another year. And I started finding a lot of stuff I didn't like that was happening. The people were always telling me it was a scam, you're going to lose a bunch of money, and you're not going to do anything with this, and I don't really want to get in it with you because I don't think it's real. then I set up appointments, and then I'd have no shows, and then I kind of feel a little upset, but I'm like, oh, it's okay, I'll just get another one. And then the cost of doing it was starting to go up, and I was living off of my savings, and in college I didn't have a job, and then eventually I ended up having to get a job and then try to juggle job, school, and the MLM. So, and then I really didn't know what I was doing. Like I said, I was starting to host events, but it didn't really, it was kind of fun. Like I always tried to have fun at my events, but since I didn't know what I was doing, everything kind of got sidetracked. It was completely unorganized, and I probably should have had somebody in there with me who knew what they were doing, but it was just chaos. I look back at it and I was just like, ooh, I can't believe I just did that. Or that I did do that. I'm like, ugh, okay, not doing that anymore. And then I started looking at exactly how much time, like when I first started getting into it, of what I wanted to spend time doing it, and then what I was doing, what time I was putting into it then. And I was starting to see this thing that was supposed to be part-time and me doing it from home, it was now full-time, and I was never home. So that kind of started to just kind of wreck how I wanted things to go, and I started not doing very well in my school. My parents weren't very happy with it, and I ended up having to get a job. I'm like, you know, this is starting to be a lot more trouble than what it's actually worth. But then I found out about attraction marketing, which some things that I liked about it, it didn't cost as much. Like, I didn't have to pay for all this product and have it sitting at my house, and the training was actually helpful. I've learned more with this training in the past month than I have in 2 years in MLM. And then it actually showed me how to find the right people, and I'm not chasing anyone anywhere, and it's actually, I can do it from home, which was great, because a lot of times, like, I would be going out and they say you could do this from home, but I'm actually spending more time out doing one-on-ones and parties, and I'm never home. So it was great that I could just sit down and just do this and never have to leave my house. And if you would like to learn more, just click on the link below, see what I'm doing. It'll like put in your email like I did, and it'll take the next step to bettering yourself and your business. And that's all I got for you guys today. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye.